Major League Soccer Colorado Rapids vs. Toronto prediction, team news, lineups preview. The Colorado Rapids can officially clinch a spot in the MLS Cup playoffs with just a single point on Saturday against Toronto at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. In their midweek affair, the Burgundy Boys were beaten 4-1 by Sporting Kansas City but maintained their fourth-place standing in the Western Conference, while the Reds are clinging to one of the final two postseason berths out east following a 2-0 defeat to the Columbus Crew. Match preview. After weeks of positive results, the Rapids lost for just the second time in 8 MLS contests on Wednesday evening in Kansas City. That was the 8th time in the league this year that former Toronto manager Chris Armas had seen his side concede 3 or more goals in a match this season. It was among their poorest domestic performances in 2024, but throughout the year, this group have always come back strong after a rough outing, suffering consecutive defeats only once all year. A win or draw is all they need to return to the postseason for the first time since 2021, and if they win their remaining 5 fixtures, the Rapids will eclipse their single-season club record for points from 3 years ago, 61. They have a chance this weekend to reach double digits for domestic victories at Dick's Sporting Goods Park for the first time since 2022-10. The Colorado Rapids are unbeaten in 7 successive MLS home games against Toronto, failing to concede in 6 of those instances. TFC are still in a playoff position, but they are not making it easy on themselves, losing 2 of their 3 league fixtures since the conclusion of the League's Cup. Coming into this encounter, Toronto are only 3 points above the postseason line but have played 1 match more than DC United and the Philadelphia Union, the 2 teams right behind them in the table. John Herdman has guided them to 36 points after 30 league games, which is more than this club accumulated in any of their previous 3 regular season campaigns. Saturday will be their 3rd game in the span of a week. With the Reds in danger of losing consecutive domestic contests for the first time since July. Toronto have 1 win and 1 loss away from home against Western Conference opponents this year, losing at the Vancouver Whitecaps in April 4-0 and defeating the Houston Dynamo late last month 1-0. Their last victory against the Rapids at Dick's Sporting Goods Park came during the 2018 CONCACAF Champions League 2-0. While they have not won an MLS encounter played there since 2008 1-0. Team news. Because of an illness, Kamani Stewart-Baines sat out of the previous Rapids encounter. Kevin Cabral was dealing with a sore elbow and Sam Vines did not feature due to a hamstring strain. Darren Yoppie is eligible to return to the Colorado lineup for this encounter after serving his red card suspension earlier in the week. Michael Edwards had the only goal for the Rapids against Sporting KC, the first for the 23-year-old defender in the 2024 domestic campaign. Neither Henry Wingo nor Nixon Gomes featured for Toronto on Wednesday after each being subbed off last weekend with minor knocks, while Kevin Long was sidelined with a sore hamstring. Shane O'Neill missed the match against the Crew because of yellow card accumulation and can return to the fold for this encounter. Earlier this week, the Reds signed Nathaniel Edwards and Charlie Sharp to contracts until the end of 2025 with options for 2026 and 2027. Colorado Rapids possible starting lineup: Stefan, Rosenberry, Edwards, Maxo, Travis, Ronan, Bassett, Fernandez, Mihailovic, Lewis, Navarro. Toronto possible starting lineup: Johnson, Laria, Rosted, O'Neill, Bernardeschi. Longstaff, Coelho, Etienne, Osorio, Insignia, Kerr. We say, Colorado Rapids 3-0 Toronto. While Toronto have found a way to stay in the playoff picture all year, We believe fatigue will play a factor for them this weekend against a high-octane attacking force in Colorado. Not to mention playing in the high altitude of Commerce City. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.